I'm on. That took me 27 minutes. Hi. That took me 27 minutes to get on live. Hello. I'm wondering if anyone is going to join me. I can take this moment to fix my lighting. Some flyaways. Sorry about the window, but I guess I can sit in front of it. Yeah, that works. It's a little better. I wonder if you join me. My other lives were all set up with pictures and descriptions. I'll go back afterwards and fix that. Welcome. Let me look in the camera. Welcome to 2020. My last video was 7 months ago. I had my move. I am settled. I'm not with living with family members anymore. I'm in my own crash pad, still looking for my apartment. Everything has been put on hold, so I'm still here in my crash pad, which is okay. So, hello, welcome to my channel, Art and Craft Therapy. I will probably finish moving. I'm going to get my things next month. I've been so terrified to go get my items because of health and wellness purposes. We all know it's the corona. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you were here basically last year, I was sharing my harvest. I was setting up my art and craft supply table, or, you know, where I do all my stuff. And then I got a job, then I moved, put everything in storage, came to my new place, started working, then Corona. Well, it was the holidays, then Corona. Harvesting and purchasing and getting ready for my next round of projects. So welcome. So it's been 3 minutes. Let me get into it. My name is Deirdre. Again, my channel, Art and Craft Therapy, is where I just come on and just chill. I'll be doing art and craft tutorials. I'll be sharing supplies. I'll be doing tips and tricks. I'll do some contests for 2020. I didn't want to wait till the corona ended. I'll come in May, share with you some supplies, do a couple of, I want to do a 6 months before Christmas, 6 months before Halloween, and I'll pick another holiday. I don't know which one. So I'll do craft table because everything is still in storage this month. So I was thinking to myself, well, let me come on camera now. Hello. Whoops. If my connection goes in and out, sorry. So I figure I'd come on camera now, say hi, reacquaint myself, welcome anyone back to my channel, and just kind of get reacquainted, get back in the swing of things. This corona, introverts, seamstresses, art and craft artists, people like us, it's like a long vacation. We love poems. I have been doing some pencil work, that type of thing, since all my things are in storage. So again, I have to find my new place to get my things out of storage. So what I'm going to do next month is bring them out to my new storage bin and still wait for this coronavirus pandemic to be over. I'll probably move into my new place probably in August, but I'm okay now. I have a little crash pad. It's a 6-month deal, so I'm okay. And because of the corona, I can't go out and look for things, so everyone's okay with the leasing situation. So I'm very lucky, you know. heavens and whatever higher power you worship, the whole universe, it's all in sync. This happens. Unfortunately, we are part, not unfortunately. Fortunately, we are part of nature. We're all connected. Unfortunately, flus, pandemics like this do happen every 100 years or so. So here we are. In day, flu, plague, whatever you want to call it. So my prayers, good thoughts, and positivity sent to you and your family. My sorrow, my blessings to any through it. I hope my channel brings you some joy, happiness. I see maybe one person is out there watching me. And thank you for coming to watch on the replay too. I'll come more often. Let's get started. So what do we have? Again, I had a video set up. I had all the verbiage in there. I just wanted to come on. I was getting frustrated. So I just came on. I'll make it pretty after this video. So I want it to last at least an hour. I'm going to make 2 videos because one video is going to be artsy crafty. The other video is going to be like that. Some items I'm collecting for a particular project without giving anything away. And again, I've been sheltering in place. I was supposed to go get my items last month, but then again, I pay attention. I watch the news. I respect what the professionals are telling me. I am in the wellness industry as well as other industries. So I pay attention. I understand what they're saying. I listen to a lot of other sources, scientific sources, medical sources, colleges, things like that. I go online, see what they're saying. I know a little bit about what's going on. I've always had my toe in the science department of life. Respect it, and I get it, and I understand it. And I'm not a really the wiser and older I get, the more happy I am being on my own. I'll socialize and then I'll go home. I'm fine. So it's not like I'm missing out on a lot, to be honest with you. Yes, I miss a movie. Yes, I miss shopping at Hobby Lobby. Yes. But that's okay because health is wellness. So, and health is well. So now everyone values, I think this generation, and the generations behind us who are witnessing this, even the little 5-year-olds will always remember the value of family, the value of hobby, reading a book, watching movies, taking care of each other, and being okay on your own. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to feel nothing wrong with being at home and staying safe right now. So my computer keeps saying connection is unstable. I have no idea what that is. So again, welcome. This is my small little crash pad, and I'm just going to go through my little supplies here. Maybe that'll cut down on the glare, but I can't move anything right now. Is that a little better? Okay. Hello to the one person. All right. So 10 minutes of talking. I'm just happy to finally be online here. Is that better? Yeah, there you go. That's better. A new goal, as you have hopefully gone back and listened to my previous videos. I have another channel too. But on this channel, it will be artsy crafty, but also me looking for things to set up video projects. So that's in line too. All right, so let's start it. All right, so I have, and I'm waiting for my scanner. It's been, I'm sorry for the glare. I'll make sure the next video is a lot nicer. But you'll be looking at things less than looking at me. So I have been missing the library. And in the library, I scan a lot of things to keep and to share. And obviously everything is closed, so I haven't been able to do that. Let me close this because that's not a good look, huh? Let me close this. Sorry, I didn't mean to want to get up, but that glare is a bit too much. That a little better? Okay. Yeah, it's like that a little better. Okay. It literally looks like it's nighttime. It's not. But anyway. Okay, there we go. That's good enough. You're going to be looking at things. I miss the library, and that's okay. But share things with other people who might be working on projects who are looking for certain items. So, and when I come across those items, I'll tell you what they are and share it with you. Okay? So in my other videos, I talked about harvesting. I'm not going to talk a lot about how you reuse, recycle, upcycle, things like that. But I came up with some other ideas that I did not mention in my previous videos. So those are timeless. To me, there's no such thing as an old video. It's there. It's left there to watch. So go back, please subscribe and watch those videos because I go all types of ideas and ways to stock your art and supply room. Okay. Now I went prior to in the shutdown, I in my new city, I moved to San Francisco, by the way, from Nevada. And I did a lot of strolling around, reacquainting myself. I've lived here before in Northern California, but I have been away for a while. So I remember the old St. Mary's Church, and it was in China. It is still in Chinatown, but it's a historical building, and I love historical landmarks. So I went in to a service. It was beautiful. So shout out to them. Everything is closed in San Francisco. I don't know. You know what? Let me do some overhead light. I'll be right back and we'll go from there. Because I don't want it to be too dark. And I can always edit. All right, here I come back. All right, here I come back. Whoop, big blob. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's better. All right, yeah, it's a lot going on. I'm unpacking some things, but I don't want you to see all my mess. Okay, so let's get started. So I went to St. Mary's, and the good thing about this, I guess, one of my goals in this video is to go back and list everything I was looking for that information or is looking for an idea. It's in sync with the video. All right. So again, that was St. Mary's Church. And you can, and I asked permission, you can also use their tidings envelopes. And if you're into religion or not, they're very decorative. So I only obliged myself to two, and they didn't mind. So I will be using that in my Christmas video. I could have saved it, but I just wanted to shout out to, you know, the Chinatown and Wuhan and all of the people who were at ground zero. My heart and my prayers go out to you. So I just wanted to share that now. And I'm going to close this window. What a terrible... Again, these videos are meant to just be relaxed. I was going to say what a terrible thing to, you know, block out the sunlight, but that's not a good look. This is much better. There we go. big old bags and boxes. Okay. All right. So we went to a couple of events, and I had to go to the airport. And when you're at the airport, I don't know if you, in your airport, they have a lot of, okay, stop looking at myself. Here we go. They have a lot of art exhibits in SFO, San Francisco International Airport, which for waiting for your art exhibits. And they have installations, art installations all throughout the airport. So I was walking around and I saw these. Okay. And they were all little pockets. And in the art exhibit, they talked about, this one is about Victorian pedestals, which I thought was very interesting. But then again, it's very beautiful. So again, I always ask permission. It wasn't like anyone was working there. I asked the information person, I said, can I take 2 of each? And she said, sure. So look at that. So isn't that beautiful? So anyone, let's just say you're a college student or a 60-year-old person, doesn't matter. Go to art exhibits. You can frame this. Or if you're arts and craft person like we are in this sector of YouTube, that's beautiful. You can get all kind of inspiration from that. You can use that all kind of ways. Okay? That could be a cover of a mini album, a journal. And it has a whole history. So I'm thinking about doing some videos where I'm talking about it. Now, YouTube is great, especially now. Homes, seniors, people with disabilities, moms with kids, sit them in front of, I would love for, to sit here and read this to a child. So I think I'm going to do that before I start using these as mini albums. So, junk journal, ready to go. 4 pages, actually 8 pages, just cut them apart. I don't plan to use it as a poster, but it's going to go in an art project. So I don't think I talked about that. Again, art, when you go to galleries, ask their permission. If they say yes, take 2 and, compensate them or pay your fee. But if they're okay with it, then yay. So, and I mean, there's so many. They have, So I'm going to use those in projects, definitely. So I'm going to try to keep this neat so I can properly document everything I'm talking about. Or make a reference to it, or if something's interesting, I'll share it. I'm wearing my cosplay hairdo today because it's fun and I like it. And all the hairdressers are closed. Not that I usually go to the hairdresser all the time, but I go like once a month to get my conditioning done and things like that. And I can't do that. So it's not like that my hair looks crazy. It's fun to pop on my girly and go. All right, so let's see. Expecting a phone call at 10. So we'll see. All right, so let's talk about my new thing. I am collecting old manuscripts and old cards and letters. And I've just been enjoying it so much. It's very affordable. Most of these come off of eBay. And so this came from, I forgot, I think it was Paris. Okay, and this, I'm definitely going to scan this. I never know how to hold it. The handwriting. Now, I'm not going to open it because it's very fragile. But you can see it has the original seal. So I thought that was lovely. Okay. That's going to be definitely scanned. And when you scan projects, you can print them out on fabric. You can print them out on paper. You can do all types of things. And again, I'm going to cover up an address. You can also use those stamps in a project or the image of them. Yeah, they did come from London. Sometimes I have to sit and really look at it. I bought it from London, but where did it originate? This is here showing me crazy. Okay, so what's next? I think I showed you this in a video before. I got some old report cards, but in my purse because I knew I wanted to scan it, and that was going to be one of my new projects. Old ephemera, writing cards, things like that. So I knew at least to do that. Okay, here's another letter. I usually buy, I collect in 2s or 3s. I've never been the person that I need 50 of them. I don't. After 2 or 3, I'm happy. I'm happy. So here's the second one. Okay. Next. Lovely. Now this one, I'm not, I already showed you. It didn't have a seal on it, but there's a remnant of something. And I don't mind opening this one. See the handwriting? Can you see it? Very old handwriting. There we go. It says Monsieur. Yeah, Monsieur. And it's 1852. Oh, that is. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, I'm going to be, oh, and look how they did it. They folded it all certain types of ways to make a letter. Isn't that neat? So they didn't even use envelopes. They just used one piece of paper. And I keep them in the glassine envelopes. We talked about those already. I'm sure we did. Yep. Okay. So that came from Michigan. And look at those stamps. I do collect stamps. I'm trying to get this light where when I'm showing you the thing, you can see it properly. It's okay. You'll see it. Oh, and Arts and Craft Therapy has a Facebook channel. So that's another purpose of scanning, is to put it over there. And I have lots and lots of pictures of old supplies, inspiration, fun things. I'm always trying to put things on there. Okay. Just to entertain, just to have fun. All right. So I am weird with the lighting thing. It's fun because, you know, like I said in my other videos, I'm just here to enjoy some company and say hello. If anyone ever wants to drop down in the chat, please do. All right. So I got a whole bunch here. And they said thank you on an old receipt. Isn't that fun? So I can use that too. That's the wonderful thing about buying art and supply crafts. You always get a goodie or two. And I'm always so shocked and grateful when I get something extra. All right, so I'm going to do this backwards. All right, so here's an old receipt. I'll hold it in front of me. And I'll go. And it says it's from Brussels. Is there a date on here? 1919. The handwriting is so beautiful. And I love all the old marks. And look at that handwriting. I still write cursive. I'm going to write cursive in my journals. So isn't that neat? That's from Brussels. Okay. This one is kind of, as you can see, they're getting away from a lot of the handwriting. Here's some more 1917. Different companies. Oh. So all of these again, my plan is to put them in my Etsy and people can download them for a nominal price for their own purposes. Once you buy the thing, you kind of own it, so you can share it with the world. I mean, this is a lot. There's a lot of them. Every company is different. Look at this one. Okay. That handwriting is so pretty. Now this is from Brussels as well. So I think I have a whole stack of them. I have a whole bunch of them. Let me pull one out that's like really, really interesting. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Look at that one. Now we just get little bits of piece of paper with ink that, deteriorates after 3 days. So I just love old antique things. We can reuse those definitely in a project. Now, I'll never use the original unless I just feel the need to, but I will scan these and reprint them when I use them in art projects. Now, when you're doing a video or a historical project or Victorian things, and you're taking pictures and you want things to look authentic, you would pop that on a table in the back or, on a bulletin board in the back of the scene. So it's authentic, So you get the gist of that. So you'll see more of that on my Etsy. And again, I will update this video description with all the goodies that I'm talking about. Now these, again, I have to do my research. I can spend, but they're like tickets. And I always make the decision of whether or not I should cut a thing, keep a thing, or cherish a thing. Is it museum quality? Are there more? Is there anyone interested? So there are people out there that are into that. This typography, the paper itself, is it one of a kind, things like that. So I am aware of that. I do keep up on that. I don't like destroy things just because, or rip it apart just because I want it. I figure it out first and then I act accordingly. Is going to have its own sleeve and my little handwriting of my research, what it's pertaining to, what it's about. These were important to me because I am working on a project where one of the characters has to deal with documents. So that's why it was important to me to get the authentic, find the authentic things to bring the part together, make it look good, and use them for arts and crafts and to share them with other people. So there's a couple more. And again, you just go into eBay, type in manuscript 1872 and or whatever year you're looking for, and boop, things pop up and you start negotiating, talking to the sellers, asking questions. For instance, if a seller had this, and whether it's on its own or I'll get a little closer so you can see those beautiful images. Okay. Let's just say they had this listed at $15. I'm going to offer from there. You know, you don't have to go broke looking for these things. They've probably had them for a very, very long time, and they're looking to get rid of it. So you're just reminding them of that. And how long you've had it for 10 years and nobody's bought it at $40? You should probably take my $5 and move on to other things. So it just depends on the piece. Like I said, I have to do a lot of research. Look at this one. This is so gorgeous. I'll try to stand that. And I was looking for like tweezers or something to hold, but I think you can see it. Look at that. It's embossed. It's authentic. It's old. It's gorgeous. It's elegant. It's beautiful. And I have to figure out I was looking, and in my on my art table, I always keep a magnifying glass. So I will definitely zoom in on these words. I met a very nice person that translates, so I'll probably have to, incorporate and pay a fee, incorporate their assistance, translate some of these things because I don't know what they say, So I just know they're beautiful and I want to use them in my own projects. So there's so many more. I can't show you all of them. We'll be here all day, which is no problem. We don't have anywhere else to go. Sorry if my fingers are in the way. Here's the back. Very official, I believe that's 51. And it's thick and sturdy, so those were, to me, that's some type of official important document. So we'll figure it out together. So this is a telegram. Again, I have to figure this all out. They're so cute. The little cherubs. And there's an African American one. I saw that. I was like, I have to have it. Okay. Isn't that cute? And, Telegram was huge. That's how people I'm communicating now. Even if, someone catches this 5 years from now, I'm still communicating with you. Nobody's, this is their YouTube back then. Good old-fashioned telegraph. I've never seen a telegraph so fancy. Okay, so what else? Here's something, then I'll move on from this. I think you get the gist of what I'm going to be doing with these wonderful documents. Here is some type of deed. I hope that's coming across. And I'm looking at the watermark from my end. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. Can you? I don't know. Yep, there it is. Can you see it there? And there's land. I thought that was interesting for one of the scenes in the video that I'm going to use this for. So I have so much fun. I call it curating, looking for things to use for art purposes. And it really, honestly, it's not that expensive. Now, I can go out and buy a $200 shoe, or I can buy $200 worth of historical things. So I'll go to Ross, get my $20 gym shoes, and get this. And once you got a thing, you got it. You don't have to keep buying it. So these came in lots, of 4 and 5, not one thing. So that's why it seems like I have a lot. And the last, I think those came from Belgium. And the last thing in that category, that wasn't bad, 30 minutes, is the oldest one I found. Look how beautiful. Look at the handwriting. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that signature. It's like what you find on the Constitution, huh? So that one took my breath away. And I don't think there's a date on there. If it is, I couldn't find it, but it's okay. It wasn't even about that. It was just beautiful. Okay. So again, it's the coronavirus and everyone's stuck at home. I don't know about you, but Amazon Prime is my best friend when I don't want to go to Target and deal with the mask and the gloves. I know it's important and I always have them on, but when I come home, I'm sweaty and I rip them off and I go take a shower because I watched on CNN where they did the cough test and the person coughed. And I've always known that because, again, I'm in the health industry. And I've always known to cover myself. These are covers. The mask is the cover. If someone coughs, even before that, if someone is just being very rude, to let someone know you're being rude, that's disgusting, I'm waving it back at you. So that, and I don't really touch a lot of things. When I'm buying items, I'm in that generation where the generation before me wore gloves, and then my generation weren't really into gloves. And then the older I got, I liked gloves because I'll put my lotion on and I like the feeling of random money from someone else. I just don't want to do it. So I've always worn like leather gloves or cloth gloves. So to me, it's not a big thing. The mask is a bit challenging, but I don't go around talking to a lot of people either. So I'm in and out. So now it's okay not to talk to anybody or to stay away from someone. I know what I want, things like that, but it's been since March 18th. My particular employer, it's been since March 18th. And I think we might go back next week. So we'll see. It's all up to the governors and the president and the scientists. I am so chill right now. I listen to pay attention, but I'm not even going to let it mess at the end of this month because I don't want to pay another storage in June there. I want to move it up here. And then I'll have access to my other artsy things. And I can work on a couple of projects by hand until I get my new place and set up my art room. But Prime is my new friend. I'm just checking my time. A good way to cut down on expense and I haven't bought plastic bags to throw trash away because I'm just reusing the bags here. I'm just reusing. Oops, I'm going to show my address. Well, I'm just reusing. I did. It's a temporary address. Whatever. I don't care. I'm using these for trash bins. Why would I? Yeah, that's just more expense. So I'm being frugal in a sense, but what else are we gonna do? We have nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Okay, all right, 40 minutes. So before the coronavirus hit, I started going to different art supplies and old stationery, shops, storefronts, old main towns, and old main streets in towns. And I was going to start going to smaller and smaller and smaller towns. That was going to be one of my things. Because last year in my videos, I talked about going to stores, things like that, where you can find little odds and ends. So that was going to be one of my, you know, things to find, to harvest, to reuse, to upcycle things. But the corona hit. So I went to only one, I got to only one store. San Francisco is a very old, historical town. Beautiful facades of old, beautiful shops that have, you know, since gone, and new shops have moved in. But every once in a while, you'll find old stationery shops, and they have amazing inventory from like decades and decades ago. And this one stationery shop had old bond stock certificates. Isn't that cool? And on the back, I don't like how it's changing color when I put it. Is that better? Nope. I want the brightness to be on the thing, not the me. There you go. Isn't that cool? So on one side it's orange, and on the other side it's like a green and gray. And they're blank. And they had a lot. So, and they're long. Mine here, but I'm not going to cut it there yet. So I'm going to use those in projects. And then they have the small ones. Then it's green on the back. Isn't that cool? And I think they were like, which were these? She wrote it down on, I think they were like 30 cents each or something. You know, very, very affordable. And they had these. Now, I always used to see these. And I could tell the person that was there running the shop probably knew a lot about stationery. And I asked them, I said, what are these holes? I never understood. Where, you know how you have the file folders that have the, you know, I don't know, the pins. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. He said, this is legal size. And that's just the regular size. I said, oh, I never knew. I said, well, wouldn't that get in the way? And then he did that. So that's what those are for. I never knew. So I bought them anyway because I can make a journal out of that. So you'll be seeing that. But I just wondered. I asked him, I said, what is that? I've always saw them. So I bought 2 of them. So he just laughed at me. So the cover of this video, when I update it, I don't even know what's there now. It's probably just me looking confused. Is this fine? But speaking of file folders, I love that. The letters are all there. I think a couple of them are missing, but it's probably 100 years old, so that's fair. Okay, and it has a flap. And this has particular meaning, and I'm going to make a whole video about it. What it means to me and things. Let's see. Let's try to do this in frame. Like I said, some pieces, it's not falling apart, but it's very antique. So that's going to look good in the shot, as they say. All right. So I had to have it. Okay, so I had to have it, of course. All right, so let's get into some fun things along with manuscripts. I've been getting into collecting pictures, and so we're going to get into that of certain period. Again, you might see them, you might not in projects, but definitely you'll see them in some of my video productions. So again, it's about curating, collecting, set design, all of that and above. Me talking about how I create things and giving you ideas and inspiration to do the same, whether it's just decorating your home or a living room or a wall or your desk at work. So I enjoy what I do, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know if that means that I'm in the studio or one person is watching me. It's kind of cool. I like going live versus videotaping because I'm doing it anyway. Why not? And then I don't have the hassle of uploading. So I'll go back and make everything look good. So these are old postcards. Yeah, that looks good. Finally, good lighting. And I guess it's not necessarily a Valentine postcard. And this edging is called, I think it's called decal. My mom and I had I still do, but she had an affinity for postcards, and so do I to this day. And this is 3D. Okay. But it's still very vibrant, going to definitely suit my purposes. Okay. Isn't that lovely? Okay, and I know that's French. I know I'll be able to figure that out on my own. Okay. Oops, sorry. I'm not sure what went there or if it was just a ribbon and it's smushed. But I just thought that was pretty. And another thing, I always try my best to go back and say thank you to the person that I purchased it from or let them know what I used it for. I rarely go back and show them a picture, but what I'm going to start doing, I know we've been on lockdown for a month and a half. I've been doing other things, but I'm going to start sharing people my channel. I keep forgetting to do that. I don't know. Instead of saying, oh, thank you, bye, I'm going to say, thank you, here's my channel. And the reason why I purchased from you is because I'm going to use it for something. So again, you always take it out and put it where it belongs, which I can't do because everything is in storage. So here are, this is something else. Yeah, we don't need that. As a matter of fact, this is a good thing too because I get to stay organized. Okay. Some things are for some other things. All right. Oh, this is something cool. All right. So here is a report card. Oh, take it out the sleeve. That's a report card. And that's from 1900. It's a card. And I thought to myself, is that where it came from? Report card. So it's an actual card. So I thought that was cute. And see how it comes in a sleeve, protective sleeve, which is very smart. Okay. Oh, this is a project. Yeah, that's project. Some things are like going to be home related, and I won't necessarily share that here, but eventually when things are back to normal and I kind of know the apartment I want to move in, but I'm not going to move during the corona. I'm just not doing it. So, and why not sit back and relax like everyone else? I don't. It's only May, and like I said, we're still locked. I keep getting the signal, your connection is unstable. Please wait. So I'm just going to keep going. Okay, here we go. Teeth. Now, I'm going to do those last. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do those last because I want to get into my pictures. I want to stay on topic. All right. So, and I don't really have to rush. I'm not going anywhere. The longest I'll do is a 2-hour video. I will break it up if I have to. All right. So that's that. Some of these I want to keep in order. Oh, okay. I'm doing a clown project. And this is a creepy clown picture. I'm not really afraid of clowns. Some people are terrified of clowns. I've never been afraid of clowns. But that's a project that I'm working on. And look, it's called Creepy, Weird, Strange. So I kept that. Oh, and by the way, happy May the 4th be with you. All right, so what's next? Oh, that's another project. See, this is a good thing. When you have stuff and it's spring, so we're allowed to get messy and then put it back all together again. Try to organize as you go, clean as you go. And that's what I'm trying to do in life. And that's the fun thing about a move. You get to do that. So I should have been a little more organized, but it's okay. Hello, 2 people. So these, I know I have something else before I get to those. I'm working on a project, turn of the century, African American lifestyle. I'll do that after I do this. Okay, because I don't want it to be all mixed up. So, but I think it's going to be. So, oh well. All right, let's go. And it's kind of fun too. All right. And if I get a knock on the door, I have to tell somebody to do something. So, pardon me if and when that happens. All right. So, these are receipts from overseas. Isn't that cool? I like the color. It's like a very pale olive color. So those are receipts. And then here's from 1919. Isn't that cool? And then it has a little. Isn't that cool? Okay, and what else I got in here? Again, I will be scanning these and putting them on my Etsy. American Petroleum Company. And even on the back, folks in the art and craft world love that. And this is from 1919 as well. And they even give you like an old-fashioned bag. Isn't that cool? So all of these I can use. I can share it. I think I'm going to have once every month a free day where people can go and get my digital stuff for free. But they have to be subscribed to me. So, yeah, of course. Of course. Okay. So I also got checks. Now, this is a very pale pink. It's being washed out. Very pale pink in color. And then we have some green ones. National Bank of Detroit. That's where I was born and raised. I left Detroit in '82 after I graduated high school. So way before it, unfortunately, went left downhill. So I have very beautiful, fond memories of it. And I didn't experience the tough times. So here's a blue check. And that's from 1928. Beautiful images that I'll use over and over and over again in different projects. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. All right. Even when you go to the U.S. Post Office, that's permission. You can pick up things and we can age them or use them as they are. So I picked those up from the U.S. Post Office. Pardon me, I am getting a beepy. So give me a second. I think it's the answer to my question. Yeah, I did get the answer to my. Okay, yes. Thank you. What's next? Now, okay, I might as well go into it. Okay, so I have been collecting online, and shout out to Snapfish. I guess a lot of people on eBay do a lot of work with them. So shout out to Snapfish. And I guess I got to get in on it because I never knew. Victorian through 1930 images. So here she is, the first one. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that hat. I thought she was pretty. Pretty Victorian lady. Now, I have to do something special for a lot of these folks because I know I only purchased one. I know I did. I went back and looked and said, oh, I purchased 5. No, they're giving you extra. It's so amazing. I love the art craft gallery curator collector antique community because we are so generous to each other, and trust me, I will pay it back forward as soon as I get established. But it's so nice because they're giving me other pictures that I know for it, but it's a gift. They give it to you extra. Isn't that lovely? Isn't she beautiful? So I think they kind of guesstimate into what you're looking for and what you like. And they're lovely. Look at her outfit. I am going to be doing some hand sewing on the mannequin live and recorded videos. So I'm always looking for inspiration, authentic period pieces. So, oh my God, that's amazing. And I only purchased that first picture. So I got a lot of those. So I'm so glad I got that. Now I don't have to worry about getting off in 1 hour. I mean, now, because I was trying to cancel something. It went through. So now I'm just a bit relaxed now. So here's another picture. Isn't that beautiful? On the beach. And they gave me another picture. Oh my God. It's lovely. So Whether they know it or not, someday in their future, they'll be getting a little thank you gift from me because you get their addresses. So I'm sure it'll make it back to them. So I got that, and they even doubled them. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with a lot of these. I only have the idea of I need to make a wall of family photos for a video production. So I had to get authentic pictures, but now they belong to me. I can use them in my arts and crafts. So I don't plan to resell them because I resell them in this form, but I will resell in an altered art and craft form. So I'm just over the moon. I love it. Look at them. Bathing beauties. Cool. And then they gave me more. So I have to get some thank you things in order here. Isn't that neat? I love the hairstyles. This one just took my breath away. Isn't it lovely? Cool. I'm so happy. Really cool project. Everything is on hold. I had a appointment mid-April for a project, and obviously they got canceled. So for a project and an audition, but it's the coronavirus pandemic, so everything is put on hold. I love the old hairdos. Now, when I don't have my cosplay do, I usually have my hair back in a ponytail because that's how I always wear my hair. I usually don't do a hairstyle. I've never been one to do that. Every once in a while when I do, it's just my hair. I don't wear hair extensions or anything like that. Every once in a while when I'm going someplace special, I will. But I miss the old doing your hairdos. So I love that picture. This one is just fabulous. I know I have. Look at that outfit. I think I like the lady going, hey, in the back. Now this one, I think it's Walt Disney. And I'm like, how did they know? I love Walt Disney. Anything Disney. I grew up watching Disney every Sunday with my mom when it was on regular TV. And I'm looking at my Disney Plus tab open now. Disney is a part of our family. I'm like, that was weird. How did they know? So, thank you. All right. So, what else do I have? Something in here sometimes. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. Oops. Trying. There you go. That's a good one. A little steampunk thing. I can use that in. That's Bessie Coleman. She is the first African American to get first African American female to get her pilot's license in America. So that's a steampunk-ish. So here are some World War I troops. Sorry for that glare. Here you go. That's a good one, huh? To practice at the camera. Sorry. We're always getting like notices and pings and things. But we're just here relaxing, looking at my 2020 haul. Let's take a moment and say what I'm doing. I am going through my harvests for my arts and crafts 2020 projects, upcoming projects. And last year I made videos, it was just my hands. But this year it's me saying hi because I don't have a craft table. Everything's in storage, everything's coronavirus, everything stay away, stay at home. So I respect that. But I still did shopping on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, and some other stores. You know what? I'm going to take this time and moment to say, Google antique stores in your town, call them, ask them, do they have an online website, and buy directly from them. I just chose to do Etsy and all those folks because I love physically going to arts and craft stores, antique stores, secondhand, and consignments. That's the whole experience for me. So, but I want to encourage people to do that as well. All right, so I think that's the end of most of my pictures, but this one I wanted to save for last, I believe. Yes. And then we'll move on to other supplies, Etsy stores. This is going to be cherished forever and ever. And I don't really want to take it out and get my oils on there from my hands. This is an actual, I think they described it to me. Yeah, this is an actual, I forgot the name of it. It's a thick, I forgot the name. Anyway, it's an actual picture, original, of this beautiful woman in that beautiful gown. And maybe it can be one of my projects. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. Look at, that's a bustle dress. That's beautiful. If you Google bustle dress tutorial, Victorian dress tutorial, for instance, I follow two ladies very closely, Bernadette Banner, and they hand make these items. Before the corona hit, I had big plans for 2020. My girlfriend works for a flight company, airline. We were going to go to Japan for the Olympics. I was going to attend at least one tennis event. I was going to go to a costuming cosplay event, a costuming event where you make the thing, then you wear the thing in that period, and everyone's walking around in 1780 costumes or 1898 costumes, but everything got canceled. But when I saw this picture, I was like, I have to have it. So this picture, they think it's from 1873 to 1887. So I don't want to take it out, but it says Mammoth Art Palace. I think I held it up long enough. Right here, I have one coming in the mail. So it's either going to be for me or the person in the video production wearing, and it's just beautiful. So that was the finale of the pictures, of the photos. All right, so let's move on. Let me take one look, because sometimes I miss things. Then we're going to move on to other arts and supplies and things. I think that's it. I think so. I got a lot of things to do. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. Yep, I knew it. One more thing. Okay, because I kind of lined everything up so I can talk to you guys, do the video, pick it back up, describe what I did, and then put it away. So this is a baseball card. We're missing baseball, right? Willie Horton, and that's his signature. It wasn't expensive at all. I think it was like $7 on eBay. So I got an authentic Willie Horton baseball card. Okay. And yeah, it's called decal. I'm not going to take it out. You know, the edging, Deckel, decal. And I really love that. How pictures you. So I felt I got that was sort of okay. So let's move on to some art supplies and fun things that you use for uh, scrapbooks, mini albums, junk journals, smash books, mailing boxes, whatever. I know kids are at home too. I know you have to do A, B, and C arithmetic and do a craft hour, please. Arts and craft is important, and it's historical. So I know I have one open already, but I got these. This is a box of tape, and it's a corset. I know I keep saying it like that. I don't know. I'm trying to teach myself French, so sometimes I get tired and confused, and I sound like I'm from another planet because I'm trying to learn how to enunciate and use correct dialect in French, and it's very difficult. But it's fun. Keep those brain cells in motion. Learn something new. So it's in there. I'm not going to take it out. I had a sample, but you'll see it on the craft table. You have to come back and join me. I got I'm trying to, again, I'm going to have so much trash to throw away because I'm keeping these to document, and then I'm going to get it all organized, which is a part of spring cleaning. It's fun. Hello to Miss Corrine. Okay. We get beautiful little notes and things, and I am going to sit and do my little lovelies and mail a whole bunch of things out because I have to get a P.O. box on Friday, number one, and I love writing, number two, still little notes and trinkets and letters in the mail. And my kids, when they were growing up, they had letters in their lunch boxes. So I'll never let that go. I love digital world. I love YouTube. I love being here. I love texting and chatting and all of that, but I'll never let that go. So shout out to Miss Corrine, and she sent me a mask. How lovely. It doesn't matter if this is special too, because we're all taking care of each other. So she gave me an excellent idea. So I am a veteran, so I've always stockpiled things, not to the crazy, prepper sense, but I've always had supplies of things, like a 30-day supply of this and I'm a grandmother now, so I think I've taught them well too, into stocking and supplying when something's on sale. And I left these out of the shot, but these were on sale for $1.99, so I bought 3. If it's $6, even if it wasn't Corona time, I would have still done that. So I've always shopped that way. So I'm safe. I got supplies. I hope you and your family are too. So, but that was just lovely and beautiful because it means somebody cares. I have a Marie Antoinette project. Kick myself in the butt and get going. But when I saw these, even before Miss Corrine, and she writes in there, let's read what she wrote here while I hold this up. So this is shout out to Miss Corrine. I had a box of masks in my storage closet, and since I'm a senior and not going out, I thought I would give them out with my orders. There are for a one-time use only and not for medical purposes, but meant for a facial cover to prevent spreading of the virus. Be sure to pinch the metal strip to fit your nose. Wear with love, Corrine. Isn't that sweet? So that's pretty special. And she gave me an idea, and I am going to act on it. And it's going to be inspired by her. So, and and there's different images, but I just wanted to share that we can still take care of each other in long distances and through our interacting. And she made a difference to me. I keep trying to show my address, but anyway. Okay, let's have some fun with some other things. All right, so Red Cottage. Cover this up. Oops, can you see it? Why is it not coming out? Red Cottage on Etsy. Oh, because I'm not showing it the right way. Whoops. Even if you saw my crash pad, I really wouldn't care. I'm only going to be here for a couple more months. So she's on Etsy. And I'm proud of myself because the last time I did this, I didn't have anyone's address or name of their store. And this time I will update the description box because I was just having a hard time coming on live. What did I buy from Miss Red Cottage? I bought antique blue receipts. And these are from, let me see, 1888. Isn't that cool? I like looking at them too while I'm sharing. Isn't that cool? And I got a couple of them in the one project. In the one order. There was more than one. So that's cool. Okay. So we did our shout out to them. There's so much. Okay. Now we're going to get into ephemera and bits and pieces. And if this video goes over 2 hours, I am going to stop it and start a new one because that's a bit too long, and I'll just call it part 2. But I've been warned that you don't want to go over 2 hours. Here's some ephemera, and it's like a little card. I'm not sure what it was used for. It says eggs. That one says eggs. Here's a label. Okay. There's an envelope. It's like a pale robin egg blue. I love this. You could even use just that image in a project or whatever. So those are some fun things that came along with that. Okay, I think that's it. Nope. I even like when people wrap things up. Look how cute. Not cute. So, okay. Pardon moi. Just organize it. Keep that as organized. Now, I have been really trying to do historical things. Collecting, meaning if something was old, instead of walking, we can't walk into Hobby. Well, somebody said Hobby Lobby is opening, but I'm not going anywhere. I want to stay happy and healthy, and I don't want to put any strain on the already strained hospital system by getting sick. So I thought I would go online and look up some old-fashioned games, pieces, ephemera. Now, I've seen these around. Tim Holtz has them featured in his paper line, but I never knew what they were. And it's a card game. That's an awkward way of putting it. And as I did my research, now these, see, I've already organized them. I put the word worn, meaning I will use those in projects. I've already organized them in a certain way. As I did my homework, it's a card game. It's called Lynch. I really hope that's in shot. Again, I will put these on my Art and Craft Therapy Facebook channel in picture form, where you can look at it and do your own research. Now the box is a little worn. I have another box, but you only need 1 or 2 boxes here. Now those were the blue variety. Here are the red ones. These were a lot worse shape than those. But as you can see, these are the red ones. And it's an old-fashioned game. So I'm going to read the instructions and learn how to play it and actually use it in a video production. But I just thought the box was neat. They match my curtains. And they had it all wrapped up, but I'll be using that for something else. But yeah, that's what that box is, if you were wondering. And I've already done my, this is going to go somewhere else, my homework and how I'm going to use them in a set, or my set design. Now, this, when I was researching old game pieces, old games, this came up, these little game pieces. And even the seller had no idea what they were. So I have to do some research. Yes, they even gifted me these cards. Isn't that cool? So when I start selling my Etsy, maybe I'll have one of those cards or something, as a gift. And I have to buy the cellophane, envelopes for that size, for those cards there. So I have to, do my research and see what those cards are, these game pieces are, because even vintage and handmade, they have little names on them. Okay, let me hope. I don't know if that's going to be in focus. That's good, huh? And here's another one. So I don't know if anybody out there knows what the name of this game was or what game it belonged to. That'll save me some time. I'll hold up one more. They're just little cubes. It's a person, best guess was it had to do with, I don't know, the Civil War. I don't know. So that'll be interesting. So that's that. Lucy, Emmy Lucy Etsy. And they're called Vintage Mini Heavy Cardboard Number Word Game. And she just put unusual. So let me do that. That's her channel. And that's where I got those. So, just so I don't lose the order of things, I'm going to put those neatly in there. So far, so good. And in her thank you, I love it when people wrap things up. I save these. She also put more gifts. To me, that is so awesome. Look at these little pieces here. She made some tags for me, and there's a little ticket in there. So thank you. Okay. Now, I promised myself that I would start, and not this one, because, I want to get set up. Welcome back to my channel. I will do in depth, meaning I'll say what the item is, what I'm going to use it for, how much it costs, and here's the store. I'll get there eventually, but give me some time. But, the reason why I didn't is because sometimes you buy things and it's gone. So what's the point? But anyway, now those are vintage things. I might also get, I just wanted to share too, I also get, here, let me do this. Stickers and things that I see online that are on sale that I'm going to use in other things. So don't be afraid to use modern day sticker ideas. If it's $2 and $3 and you get an idea, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to use this. Again, those were supposed to be part of my travel journal. And I'm sorry, I'm getting dry. Nobody's traveling anywhere. Cold coffee, so I'm weird like that. Okay, what's next? This is kind of not next, but it's coming. I want to, okay, so I showed you that. I showed you the corset stuff. Like I said, I'm getting close to the 2-hour point where I'm going to do part 2 because I'm going to give myself a little break and I'm going to come right back. So I think that I believe there's 2 people watching me. I thank you and welcome. Yeah. All right. So I'm on track. So let's do. I love these little eBay boxes because I can use those to organize little crafts and things. So this particular shop I bought from, I believe they're from London. Isn't that cute? A little card. And I bought these. Oh, it doesn't come out. Yeah, they come out. They were called sailing needles, like sailboat needles. And I didn't understand what that meant. I just wanted big needles, for projects to sew through burlap. And I wanted it to be I wanted it to be vintage and authentic and period piece. Shaft is really thick. Take one out. See how thick that is? Where it pierces through whatever the weave is. Isn't that cool? And there's steel. There's the eye. There you go. But this part here is really thick. So I'm like, right on. I'll do my research, but those will come in handy. Like really thick fabric, and I just want to sew through something. And that matters because I'm going to show you something at the end of this video. Because I was doing a little reading, and again, they came in a cute little container or folder to keep note. I knew I was going to need thick needles. So this is a basket weaving tool. Isn't that cool? Instead of going to Hobby Lobby and buying something new, like if you're going to start crocheting, go on eBay. As long as it's not falling apart, or if it's not a museum piece, something that shouldn't be touched ever again, buy it from someone on eBay. So I bought that basket weaving, and I'm not going to make baskets, but I am going to make some rugs, you know, the old-fashioned rugs made out of tubes of cloth or cloth scraps. So this will come in handy. These I found on a whim. They're some type of spool or some type of gone by machine, but I bought them because they're cute and I like them. And I'll use them in a project or I use them in display. There's a spool of thread in there. Okay. There's thread in there. Now I'll turn it again. Figure it out. And I can do like a mini videos. I'm going to do like mini videos on vintage sewing and notions and things like that. So first of all, they're cute. Second of all, they're functional. Third of all, it's an antique and we can upcycle it. Now on one of these, it had some words on it and I couldn't figure out, well, why does one have words and one doesn't? I had no idea why. I don't know yet. Let's see if you can read it. Then I'll read it to you. Okay. It says the Boyd, B-O-Y-E, Boy Improved, the Boy Needle Company in Chicago. And this one didn't have any thread on it. But it's just very interesting. I don't know what it is. I just know I had to have it. And you get candy from the people you buy from. So that's going to be fun, researching that. I was envisioning a Victorian sewing table, a Victorian sewing box. So these are old guitar strings. And not only am I going to use the product, I am going to use that bag, either in an image or the actual bag, or it's just adorable. And that image is amazing. Packaging that it came in. Of course, I was looking for the guitar string, but the packaging itself, I was like, wow. So that's like 5 things in one. The guitar string, the actual envelope, the image of the envelope I can use, both of them together, and an authentic set piece for set design in a video production. So I'm like, oh my God, isn't that cool? And it's an actual envelope. And I'll take it out. And it comes in a wrapper. Just imagine people get that, throw away both, and it's gone. Now we have, and again, what I would do, here, while I'm talking, I'll contact, let's say, a guitar museum or collector, see if they're interested, or a museum, see if it's museum quality, and then in the meantime use it for my own purposes. So, and they're not a lot of money. I think they were like $3 for, well, I won't lie, maybe it was like $10 for all of these, but they just want to get rid of them. And this is cool. They gave me a guitar pick to go with it. So different companies, as you can see, its actual product is in there. My good friend Mike, he is an amazing artist. He lives in Las Vegas. Mike Davies. Hi, Mike. Hi, Doreen. And he reuses and upcycles, items like these in his beautiful dark arts, and I helped curate a show in Las Vegas at the gallery where I worked at. A long story short, he inspired me to start making items, and I'm going to be using these actual guitar strings. I made him. You're not listening to this, even if you see this. Don't tell me you heard it. I might even gift him some of these after I'm done with my little teeny tiny project, because I really don't need to keep it. If there's a museum that has to have it, that's a different thing, but I don't need to keep it. Here's another version, and I've saved this one for last. It's the most beat up, but to me it's the most gorgeous. Isn't that neat? So I might blow that up for our mini album junk journal friends out there. I'll blow that up and I'll use it as a journal cover. Awesome. So they're just old-fashioned guitar string, you know, envelopes with guitar wires, not string, wire, actual wires. I won't give away what I'm using it for until the video comes up. That's the fun part. Okay, I'll say one word. Steampunk. Okay. So that's amazing, amazing, amazing. So I hope you guys are having fun. I want to share this first before I go to the next thing. So I got 15 minutes before my 2-hour mark. I'll go through one box and then I'll take my break and then I'll come back. Okay. So I bought 3. And again, I'm a collector and a curator and an artist and a crafter. So when I buy things, first of all, I get an idea of a project. Then I figure sometimes I decorate my house with it. Sometimes it goes in a box and I never look at it until I need it again. But I'm going to try to stop doing that in the sense where I buy it, use it, move it on, or buy it, use it, and decorate it. I don't want to put things in boxes anymore. I don't want to save things. I don't want to put it away and not see it if it's a thing of beauty. So I'm trying to get away with buying things and putting them away. That's no. I have enough stash. If you please go back and watch, please subscribe. Please go back and watch my videos. I have enough stash. So I don't need to buy anything anymore. But these items I'm going to, isn't that beautiful? I have 3 of them. And they're the actual porcelain heads of dolls. And there's the hallmarks. Okay. And it's a fancy, fancy name, Armand Marcel. And they're from Germany. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. I don't like to lie. See the word Germany, but I'm still. Okay. So I'm not into doll making or anything like that. I'll probably use this in a project after I photograph it, research it, make sure there's nobody out there that has to have it, and maybe they want to pay me $500 for it or whatever. But first I want to take the image so people can use it for their projects. Then I want to use it in a project or set design. Then I want to incorporate it in my own decor. So in that order. So, and I only bought 3 of them. So it's very lovely. And they're all the same. And one has like a chipped tooth, but it doesn't hurt my needs at all. It doesn't hurt my needs at all. So give me a moment. I'm sorry, I got a message. I know you guys understand. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Have a great cup of coffee. Give me a second. I think I know what it's about. Here we go. And then we'll go on to this next goodie box. There's a wonderful lady on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook named Denise, and some of Denise's items are in here. And then we're going to shut this video down, and I'll come back in an hour. So while that's coming up, let's get started. Let's do Denise's. I think we'll cut it off at Denise's, and then I'll do the next video after an hour or so. All right, and then that one will be a bit more sane because I'll know how to come on live. Before, I didn't know where the go live button was. It was hiding behind. I moved it over and I found it. So that was me. Once you do this over and over again, which I plan to do, you'll get used to the whole motion. I'm going to start setting up my videos too. All right. So Denise has a lovely, lovely shop. Again, on Etsy, and all of her things are tied and adorable. You can reuse these. She's sharing these with you as just, you know, labels, but to me, those are little treasures. So I got the little flashcards in French. Okay. I got the little envelopes. With the window. I got the Spanish ones. And this is also good. You know why? Because I know for a fact I think in my watch, I have these. So I don't need them, so I can take them off. Because I would have ended up buying them again, which is okay for her. But for our pocketbook, it is not okay as we speak on eBay now. Maybe I'll show it to you guys. In 1 hour. You guys want to see? No, because then you'll go on and outbid me. I'll show you after in the next video. So I love these little glassine envelopes. And these just so happen to fit in there. Isn't that adorable? Everything, thank you, Denise, everything, and I have another order coming. Everything is so, you can get something from Denise and put it right in your stash, and it's lovely. You can, that's another thing. When I unpack everything and have my, I don't know if it's going to be an arts and crafts room, corner, I can have my art table in my bedroom. It won't bother me, but it's going to be lovely to look at. I demand it. I'm getting away from boxes and bags and cardboards. Okay, I work on productions. I'm pointing to the cardboard box there. So I work with cardboard. It doesn't bother me, but I don't want to live with it. You know what I mean? It's there to transport things, but I don't want to open a closet in cardboard. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I refuse. So I just like her presentation. Everything is neat. It's tidy. This is something is making this too bright. Huh. So that give me a moment. Let's fix that. And it'll be a little better in the next, because I thought I was going to have to stop my video. There we go. Is that better? I thought I was going to have to stop my video before. That's why I had the window closed, but there is better. Glassine. These I love, Denise. I like the pattern. I like to feel. Isn't that cool? And you can do all types of things. I'm just showing you what I got from her store. Inventory tags. I'm not going to go into what you can use them for because we did that already. And you will see me in upcoming videos with everything all laid out and organized. and what I'm going to use. So remember the game pieces from the Civil War game that we don't know what it is? Remember these cards? That person gifted me 3. She has them in her store. So I had purchased them way before. These envelopes at her store, I feel very lucky to have, because every time you go in there and put it in your cart and you go back a day later, they're sold out. So they're I think she calls them the long flip envelope. So, and these huge, I have been looking for these, even like when you go to Michael's. And you know what? Michael's and Hobby Lobby, you don't always score. Sometimes everything is gone before you get there. That's another reason why I like to shop online, because, I mean, these are huge. I don't have my ruler out, but, you know, when I get my table, we can go over that. Now, and I got these for St. Patty's Day, which I made a couple of treats for people, but it was the day after, and nobody was really in the mood to celebrate, but I had gifted a couple of people some candy inside here. She always packages things in an envelope. I didn't buy this. She packages this so you can save it and use it for something else. So that's kind of cool. So thank you, Denise. I always love shopping in your store. I'm never disappointed. When you buy from Denise's store, let's say you buy $10 worth of things. And let's say the shipping and handling comes out to $4. Well, when she ships it and you go see and check your prices, another tip, always check your prices. People make mistakes. Nobody is out to get you. If you're buying a pair of socks for $2 and shipping and handling is $12, send a message. It's usually not them. It's a computer. They'll adjust it. She will always adjust it, because I guess it's a glitch in Etsy where you can only price things shipping and handling. I'm getting tongue-tied. I don't know why. Shipping and handling individually, but then when you buy a whole bunch of things, your shipping and handling is almost like one big thing. And it's like, whoa, it shouldn't be that much. She always adjusts it. So no worries with her. So thank you, Denise. I love your store. I am allotting myself one more purchase for this year. Then I'm going to start using them in products. I promise. See, this time last year, I knew I was moving. And from July to August, I was packing things up. And from September to November was the actual move. Then it's the holidays and then the corona. So my crafting life is I feel lucky in 2 ways, that I didn't bring everything up here. 1. Number 2, I still have YouTube. I still get to watch all the crafters who have all their items in their craft room in place. I don't feel envious. I don't feel slighted. I don't feel jealous. I feel relaxed. But when I get my things up and going, then I'll be in my own little world, doing my arts and crafts. So it's okay. It was just me anyway, gearing up to doing what all these other crafters and artists and seamstresses are doing already. I knew I was getting there in that direction, but I was never there yet anyway. So it's okay. So I bought these from a different person, not Denise. And I think I left her store. Let me see. Did I leave her store information? No, but I'll get it. Because I remember who this person was. And again, I'm going to go back and put it in the description. And it's almost to the end of this video. So I want to say before I wrap things up, everybody missed St. Patrick's Day this year. Did it happen on St. Patrick's Day? I can't remember, but I wasn't really able to do the couple little thank you uh, projects I had ready because we weren't at work anymore and there was no one to give it to. So I'm just going to save these up for next year. But thank you for coming by, and hope you come back in an hour. I'm going to finish up the rest of my stash and haul for 2020 during the coronavirus. But yeah, I had some, oh, no, that's not where it came from. I had some shamrock ideas that I was going to give out, but I didn't get the chance to do it because of the corona. And again, this person gifted me this just for buying. So you do get little goodies. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you guys. And I think I'm winning my I'll show you guys if I want it. Isn't she cute with her kitty cat? And then a couple of other little goodies. All right. All right. I'm going to take you so much. Please subscribe. Come back in an hour. And I'll see you then. Okay. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you.